Another great point. Everybody should call the Rand Paul campaign and say, where are you? You should have Rand Paul should have a press conference and highlight the Courier-Journal that has the police reports and say, Jack Conway met secretly with police. Jack Conway protected his brother. Then the police and others lied to investigators and said they didn't give him a warning. Now they admit they lied. They say, I lied. I'm sorry. Sorry doesn't cut it. We have them. We're Rand Paul. This is not dirty politics while he's being accused of everything under the sun, and we've got them red-handed in a cover-up, Chris.
Exactly, and you're so right. And 84 WHAS radio here didn't even want to cover it. No, they don't want to talk about it. Thanks, Mandy McKyle. You're just part of that, too. You don't want to be an American? Fine. But, we got to get out here, get the Rand Paul people in Kentucky out here, those who are listening, or you live in Jefferson County where I'm at, get down here and start protesting this. Hold up signs and a Conway cover-up. We've got to get active on this because I am so sick and tired of this bashing.
Well, here's the other big issue, Chris. We don't have our articles ready that boil it all down and have the links. They're going up in the next hour at Infowars.com and PrisonPlanet.com. And when these articles go live with all this information, we need you to make 1,000 copies at FedEx Kinko's and hand them out at street corners. We need you to email it to all the media nationwide, not just Kentucky, and say look, turnabout's fair play, and we have the truth. After all they've done to Rand, trying to beat him, and they may. He's losing steam because of these people. After all they've done with their lies, this is admitted cover-up and obstruction of justice. We have them if we ram this out now. It's up to you, listeners. Ram this sucker out.
Get going, listeners, and start printing them, get out there and get them on car windshields.
And by the way, I'll tell you, MoveOn.org, who's out there, and all these other people, they're listening to the show right now. And they're going to come out with their own Conway cover-up stuff to try to, like, Conway cover-up isn't true, or Conway, there's a cover-up, how great he is. I've seen him do similar things before. We've got to have all the Patriot media, the Daily Paul, everybody. Write your own articles, excising out, or adding to your article all the admissions in the Courier-Journal from the police reports. See, because it's the weak headline of LMPD probes detectives who tipped off prosecutor under investigation, and then later in the article, they tell you it's Jack Conway, and they've all admitted to his brother and the police to lying, and Conway covering it up. I mean, we have these people. I don't think folks realize how big this is. We have real corruption, open and shut, lying, and tip-offs to narcotics investigations. Ladies and gentlemen, if I know that the police are going to raid my neighbor for a cocaine investigation, and I find out about it, and I go tell my neighbor, and later he gets busted and tells them that, I'm going to go to prison for, it's aiding and abetting. It's not just obstruction of justice. It's not just absconding. It's not just official corruption. It's not just a conspiracy to obstruct justice. It is aiding and abetting someone in the evasion of a criminal investigation. You have to pull up the exact Kentucky code on that, but I know the states. It's guaranteed. Aiding and abetting the evasion of a criminal investigation. And if you know there's a criminal investigation for drugs, it's just flat out aiding and abetting. Aiding and abetting, aid and abet. Jack Conway aids and abets his brother warns him of drug raid. Boom, boom, boom. I mean, we can just smash this guy right into the ground right now. And I'm willing to fight these corrupt thugs. I'm willing to stand up here, put my name and everything on the line. I'm willing to get up here and tell it like it is. I've studied the law, the common law, the state laws. I know what this is. It's all admitted in this article. Yeah, you can just get the Courier-Journal article and send it out to folks, but write the line. Hey, read the whole article. They admit obstruction of justice. They admit a cover-up. They admit lying to police. All right here. All right here. This is the biggest, fattest, juiciest torpedo to bring down that slime bag. And even if he doesn't get indicted for all of this, the fact that this comes out something real, this will stick to him. This will stick to him like black paint thrown up against the side of a white wall. Okay, this is going to stand out like a sore thumb. This information is absolutely key. Jeremy in Kentucky, you're on the air. What's your take on this?
Yeah, and I'm on the air?
Yes, you are.
Yeah, I was just think this is kind of odd because a few weeks ago during a debate with Rand Paul and Jack Conway. Jack Conway made it act like that Rand Paul wanted to sell drugs to children because he said that victimless crime supposedly.
Who do you think's for the drug war? The people that ship it in. They want to keep making the big cash. We don't want to legalize it. We want to decriminalize it. Cut the money out of it.
Yeah, but I think this is kind of ironic since this whole deal with his brother and everything, and now he's accusing Rand Paul. And you remember Ron Paul was just talking about this a few months ago when you had him on air when he said that people in Texas was acting like I wanted to sell drugs to kids, and they're trying to...
Yeah, that's another great point, Jeremy. Does anybody know about this obstruction of justice situation with Conway in Kentucky?
No, I haven't heard anything about it. All I can hear is the lies. You know, they're trying to say that he wants a $2,000 deductible on Medicare, and they keep continuing these lies on him and everything. It's just, I guess it's just open season for him.
Well, we're gonna turn the tables. The cavalry's coming, Jeremy. Doug is a Texas cop. We're going to talk to Doug. Let's just start going to him now, and we'll hold him over. Doug in Texas, you're on the air.
Yes, Mr. Jones, how are you doing today?
Good. What do you think of what I'm saying? Do you agree with it?
Oh, it's just, you know, the level I work at, in the realm that I work at, this just goes over my head. I don't understand how this is happening. It's just beyond me, honestly.
But am I right? I mean, clearly obstruction. What else is it?
This is beyond obstruction. I mean, this goes up and supersedes federal and state levels beyond...
Stay there. Yeah, it looks like racketeering because there's so many crimes being committed by a group. Stay there. We're going to come right back to you, Doug. Don't hang up. Final segment of this hour. Search term, Conway cover-up. I know they're not going to stop you. Keep searching it all day. Tomorrow, the next day, push it out there. Conway cover-up.
Is it really possible to get out of debt without payment plans or attorneys? 18 years ago, we developed a program that has made thousands debt-free in just 90 days. It's called Zero Debt in 90 Days, and it works for all credit card debt, medical bills, even collection lawsuits.
When I first joined, I was being sued. So I used the program methods, and after filing one piece of paper, the collection lawsuit was dismissed.
With Zero Debt in 90 days, your success is guaranteed in writing. There is no other program of its kind. Don't be alone when creditors gang up on you. Let our team of experts provide the resources to fight back and stop creditors in only 90 days, guaranteed. Prevent wage garnishments, bank levies, and stop collection calls with our proven program. Call Zero Debt in 90 days now, 800-477-9256, and ask for free information from an expert who also completed our program. 800-477-9256 or ZeroDebtGuaranteed.com. 800-477-9256 or ZeroDebtGuaranteed.com.
The question is, where should the American people draw their line in the sand?
What have we got? A republic or a monarchy?
A republic
is based on a constitution which protects minority rights.
Not democracy, not mob rule, two wolves and a sheep voting on what's for dinner.
So they think they own our land, they think they own our water, children, our education, our money.
So we have to define who we are and what we will tolerate.
Somebody's going to ask you what you did during the Patriot Uprising.
You have been warned.
We have the facts. We have the Constitution. We have the Bill of Rights. We have common law. Knowledge is power, ladies and gentlemen. And I'm so excited to be able to offer you Don't Tread on Me, Rise of the Republic. Tyranny is upon us, but liberty and the sleeping giant that is the American people is rising. A new tool in the info war. Don't Tread on Me. Order it at Infowars.com or PrisonPlanet.com or call toll-free 888-253-3139 and support independent, patriotic Liberty films.
In a coming-apart world, you need something to keep it tied together. That something is Atwood Rope, the highest quality rope made in the USA, from exotic braids for military, rescue, arborists, shipyards, tow line, or boating. Quality rope at affordable prices you and your customers can depend on. Find a dealer or shop online at atwoodrope.net. Enter promo code RADIO to receive 100 feet of 550 paracord free with purchase. Atwood Rope, working to keep the world tied together.
Hi, this is Ted Anderson. Have you ever wondered why banks, stockbrokers, investment advisors won't talk about gold IRAs? They've been available since 1986, yet the financial industry won't recognize the value of gold for your retirement. Gold has outperformed paper investments, yet no word about IRAs. If you would like to have gold for your retirement, call 800-686-2237. Don't get left behind by rising inflation and low returns. Call 800-686-2237. Secure your future and call 1-800-686-2237.
crashing through the lies and disinformation. It's Alex Jones, only on the GCN Radio Network.
I'm going to go back to Doug on this. We're going to hammer it hard tomorrow. Kurt Nemo's ETA on the first article on this that boils it all down is going up in T-minus 20 minutes at Infowars.com. Paul Watson's working on his detailed report. Will be out in the next hour. PrisonPlanet.com. Get them out to everybody. Search the term Conway cover-up. And we're going to try to force the media to cover this. Hopefully we can get Fox to pick it up. We'll know it's dirty pool. Here's the top link on Drudge, WFTV. It says Daytona Beach commissioner arrested on fraud charges for election fraud. Daytona Beach City Commissioner Derek Henry and his campaign managers, Genesee Robinson, were arrested Wednesday, charged with committing absentee ballot fraud during Henry's 2010 re-election campaign. I mean, and these stories are just pouring in. The vets can't get their ballots and can't vote. Voting machines are flipping for Democrats everywhere. Doug, as a police officer, and we're pulling up Kentucky law, but it's similar to Texas, you know, if you are a police officer and you warn the attorney general brother that his prosecutor brother is about to be raided, you warn him, and it's quotes, get your house in order, we're coming in 2 days. Then they lied to other investigators and said they didn't. Then they came back and said, okay, we did lie. I mean, that's obstruction of justice, open and shut. But what else is it?
Oh, that's this goes on beyond even obstruction. This is what we would call federal RICO laws, which goes from state to state, you know, even country to country. So you're talking something major and big right here. This is something that supersedes anything that I'm even on the level of not even knowing quite where to go with this. Because I deal with local things, you know, as is. You know, I'm a local undercover narcotics agent. So this is something that's just...
Well, let me ask you this way. Okay, in your town or county, if the prosecutor... You've got reports he's dealing drugs and using drugs. And if you went and warned him that a SWAT raid was coming in 2 days, and then it came out that you'd done that, what would happen to you?
Oh, I would be in federal penitentiary. Absolutely. And it would be a quick entry into the federal penitentiary system, trust me. This is just, this is not going to rest, trust me. You got to keep on the bullhorn. This is not going to rest.
But then you add his brother, the attorney general, in. When it's state-level corruption, then the feds come in. But who are the feds? Obama.
I'll tell you what. It goes around in weird circles. I'm telling you. I'm sorry I can't be as sharp as I can. I've been up all night working, of course, doing what I do. But I'm telling you, this is not going to rest. This is not the end.
Well, I agree with you. That's what it shows is racketeering, RICO, and... It's just amazing. Doug, thank you for the call. Folks, this is so big, and this could make or break. I mean, you're seeing the attacks on Rand get crazier every day, and they're always baloney. I'm getting chills right now, folks. And he is starting to lose his lead in the polls coming out. By 5 days from now, by next Tuesday, they may throw everything at him. And the fact that this hypocrite Conway accused him of wanting to give kids drugs, Rand Paul... The fact that he tried to imply he kidnapped some woman 30 years ago turned out to not be true, that he's not a doctor, all the things they've done, and then here he is, admittedly involved with police, warning his brother, and then the police getting caught lying and saying, we didn't do that. And the cops are quoted in here going, I just hope I keep my job. Clearly I'll never be in narcotics again, but I hope you keep your job. Look, when you got prosecutors and detectives and attorney generals doing things like this, it's a higher standard. It's a higher standard because the public thinks you're all corrupt because of stuff like this. And I know full well most of you aren't. But we know one thing, Jack Conway needs to go to the penitentiary. And there's no doubt his brother needs to. Resigning isn't enough. Call Fox News. They may put it out there. Get our story going up at Infowars.com in about 15 minutes. Get it out to everybody you know. Search the term 9/11 cover-up. Search the term Conway cover-up. Do it tomorrow. Keep it up there at #1. And we're going to expose this piece of trash. Great job, crew. Jesse Ventura coming up.
You are listening to GCN. Visit GCNlive.com today.
Hi, folks. This is Alex Jones asking you for a minute of your time to tell you about soap. Not detergents, but good old-fashioned pure soap made by the Cal Ben Soap Company.